This is Terran Marine from StarCraft Tabletop Miniatures Game. And no, the game isn't out yet. So, how this guy ended up on our painting desk? Well, because we've been working for some time with Archon Studio to paint these miniatures for their launch. And since we have this early access to the game, we kinda wanted to show you what's going on with the game just before the release. In this video, we are going to break down the starter boxes, take a close look at the models themselves, and show you how you can skip the mountain of grey... Wait, not grey, not this time. And show you how you can skip the mountain of very colorful plastic and let us order, assemble and paint your entire army for you. But before we talk about the miniatures and the pre-orders, let's look at the game and setting itself and why it's such a big deal. If you are strictly a tabletop player, you may be wondering why StarCraft is a huge deal. So in very short, it's probably the grandfather of RTS gaming and modern esports. The original game dropped way back in 1998 and it kinda changed PC gaming forever. And if you played original StarCraft back then, you could remember absolute obsession with the Brood War expansion. Then StarCraft 2 hit in 2010 and broke the internet again. The story drops us into Cthulhu sector, a violent and kinda messy corner of the galaxy. In-game you can find three factions. Terrans, who are gritty, space cowboy outcasts fighting in repurposed mining gear. The Protoss, which are ancient, psionically gifted aliens. And the Zerg, a relentless biological swarm driven by a hive mind to consume everything. I'm not looking right now at the shelf with a very specific faction from 40k right now. And finally, after all those years, we can enter the StarCraft universe again, thanks to those beautiful miniatures and tabletop adaptation. So right now, naturally, let's talk about the minis. So right now I've got two models here. The first one, as I said, is a Terran Marine, and it's still in the painting process, as you can see, but here it's a fully painted, with a base, a Protoss Zealot. So you'll be able to find both of those miniatures, and of course way more, which we'll talk about in a second, in two starters. The big one is two-player starter box and contains two factions, Zergs and Terrans. It comes with Jim Raynor and Sarah Kerrigan as the heroes, then a Nidus Swarm, Terran Marines, Marauders, Medics, plus huge swarm of Zerglings, Raptors and Roaches. You also get the terrain, tokens, dice and a playmat. Then we have the Protoss starter box, and this is more elite drop, containing a little bit less of models, but it gives you Artanis as a hero, Zealots, Adepts, a Sentry, a Pylon and some force fields. The prices are $199 American dollars for two-player starter and $109 USD for Protoss. But there is one catch. The starter boxes, which will be called Founders Edition, will be available in that shape with that models inside and all the stuff only for the time of the pre-order. So if you want to grab everything in one go, you need to be quick. With three factions in the game, we've got three different philosophies and play styles while playing with each of them, so everyone can find something for themselves. If you want a horde army, go Zerg. They are the easiest to control on the tabletop, flooding the board with bodies, but the models have actually low health. They want to rush in and overwhelm the opponent. If you prefer the opposite, the Protoss are your pick. They have a very low model count, which makes objective control difficult, but their units are insanely strong and hit like trucks. And the Terrans are something in between. They give you that perfect balance between numbers, tactics and heavy firepower. We've covered the armies, right now let's talk about the miniatures themselves, and let's start with the scale. If you don't know, the StarCraft Tabletop Miniatures Game is in the 32mm scale. It means that it's the same scale as Warhammer. You're getting the same level of presence and detail that you expect from major wargames, so you know exactly how these are going to feel when they are lined up on your battlefield. Archon Studio is also doing some really cool things with the materials themselves, because they are elements made from clear plastic. So you could see this before when I was showing the protos. Here we've got those clear plastic elements on those energy knives, and here on the chest plate and on the arm pads as well. And I can even show you some more, because here we've got 5 small elements incorporated on the miniature, but here I've got the whole spruce of those clear plastics. So these are for the Terrans, for the visors, for the weaponry. Here I've got for the Zerg Queen, the green clear plastic elements. And here is a clear plastic for the Protoss. You've got the energy shields and some other cool elements here as well. Some might say, hey James, it's a new system, and if it won't be successful, won't it be abandoned in 1 year? Actually, right now I do believe not, because Archon is promising, and was promising in the recent Ask Me Anything streams, that the game will receive 7 to 9 years support, and we know the roadmap for upcoming year. In June, we will get heavy support units for every faction. August will bring psionic units and new heroes. Somewhere between August and October, we are getting a full narrative campaign written by Sam Pearson. October brings flyers, and finally, in December, we get ground units straight from the Brood War era and even more heroes. So looking at the roadmap for 2026, the game will receive a stable income of new units, new models, and of course new mechanics and systems like the narrative campaign. And who knows, maybe as we received lately Dawn of War 4 trailer, we will receive something from StarCraft with number 3 in it. The man can dream, and the time will tell. So we know that the game will be big, the miniatures look awesome, and next to a lot of attention, the game will receive a lot of support. And right now, as we speak, the pre-orders are on, but let's talk for a moment about that time when you will receive the game. You open it up, stare at a huge mountain of violet Zerg, blue Terran and yellow Protoss plastic, and you probably know you won't play your first match soon. Or you can skip to the good part, because you can play already painted. We can handle the whole box for you. We order the game, we build and paint every single model and ship it straight to your door ready for the tabletop. And even here you've got 2 options. You can go to our store, hit Made to Order and get the official box art scheme, or if you want something crazy, something personal, fill out our commission form. Both Made to Order and commission form are linked in the description. The game drops somewhere in April, so you will have to wait a little bit for your models, but the sooner you order them, the sooner you'll get them. So don't make this game another pile of plastic laying on your shelf. Click the link in the description and order your own painted StarCraft today. And that's it for this video. Thank you for being with us today and watching the whole video to the end. Leave your comments down below if you want to ask about the StarCraft or the painting process itself. It was James from Minis for War with you here today. See you on the next video. Bye!